We have one more piece here. This is in Sludge. This also about the reconciliation bill and some of the corruption and lobbying that goes on behind the scenes. Health insurance and pharma lobbyists max out to the Dem Party. The Senate braces for a showdown over expanding Medicare to include dental and vision benefits after healthcare industry lobbyists have bundled six-figure donations for Democrats' campaign arms. 8 months after President Biden released his domestic agenda, the social spending package included in the Build Back Better Act is now being considered in the Senate after a version of it passed the House on November 19th by a vote of 220 to 213. The Senate is likely to change the bill before holding a vote, and some of the key sections still being debated pertain to issues of healthcare access and affordability. Hate those words, don't you? It's healthcare. It's not affordability or access. It's fucking healthcare. For fuck's sake. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said recently that Democrats aim to have the bill on Biden's desk by the December holidays. One question for Senate Democrats on the budget reconciliation bill is whether to expand Medicare benefits to include dental, vision, and hearing coverage. The health insurance industry lobbied behind the scenes this year against expanding Medicare because it could reduce their competitive advantage, and the House-passed version of the bill only included a hearing benefit. Independent Senator Bernie Sanders laid down a marker in late October that dental and vision must be included, but Senator Joe Manchin has said he is reluctant to expand the program. Notice, by the way, I just noticed this, but I have to point it out. They put independent next to Bernie's name. They don't put Democrat next to Joe Manchin's name, do they? It's almost, it's subtle, but that has to be on purpose, right? Why describe Bernie as independent and not describe Manchin as a Democrat? Anyway. Independent Senator Bernie Sanders laid down a marker in late October that dental and vision must be included, but Senator Joe Manchin has said he is reluctant to expand the program because he is concerned about its solvency. And Senator Kyrsten Sinema, also a Democrat that they did not want to acknowledge for some reason, has sought to bring down the bill's 10-year spending total. Another issue is how to address drug pricing reform. The House-passed version of the Build Back Better Act is less extensive in allowing Medicare to negotiate the prices of commonly issued prescription drug treatments with pharmaceutical companies than what House Democrats had previously passed. The Build Back Better now in the Senate would allow negotiations on no more than 10 high-cost drugs starting in 2025 for Medicare Part D and 2027 for Part B. So we're talking about 10 drugs in 3 years and 5 years. That's a joke. That's an absolute joke. Rising to no more than 20 treatments in 2028 and years later selected from the 50 drugs with the highest spending each under each part. It would also apply to all insulin products. The drug pricing reforms in H.R. 3 previously passed by the Democratic-controlled House in December 2019 would have required Medicare to negotiate a minimum of 25 drugs in 2024 and 50 drugs in following years, up to 125 drugs and any single-source insulin products not already included. Since the beginning of the year, as the Democrats have been developing these proposals, healthcare industry lobbyists have been donating amounts far above the maximum of $2,900 that individuals are allowed to give to campaigns. By donating to the Democrats' campaign arms, lobbyists like those for the industry's major trade association, America's Health Insurance Plans, are able to donate up to $36,500 per year. Additionally, many lobbyists have been bundling checks for the Democrats, in several cases delivering amounts in the six figures. And I just want to show you guys here. I'm not going to read through all of this, but they name names and then they go into details. So you see here, Lisa Contupis, or however you pronounce it, Lori Denham, Heather Podesta. You might recognize the Podesta name, huh? On and on and on and on and on. Great reporting here to call out the specific lobbyists by name and the groups by name and point out that the Democrats are doing the bidding of these big money donors instead of doing what they have said, again, I'll point out, for 10 or 15 years that they would do if they were given power. So when the Democrats try to portray this bill as though it is the most progressive thing since sliced fucking bread, do not allow them to get away with it. It's not. It's a watered down piece of trash, and they can still barely get their own party to get on board with it. So, what do you say? Pretty pessimistic state of politics. It's not that I expected hardly anything out of a Joe Biden administration, but I'll put it this way. I expected almost nothing, and you still managed to disappoint me. Congratulations, right?